What's up, guys? JP here. So on the C10, what we're going to end up doing, just because it's taking a bunch of room in the shop, we're going to get this off the ground, get that pan changed, throw on the exhaust, just finger tight for now. I got a couple broken exhaust bolts in the cylinder head on, let's see, we got one here, one here. I think the other head was okay, so, but we'll just finger tight the exhaust for now. Get the new pan on, like I said, get the new motor mounts on, get this thing ready to stab. We're gonna push the C10 in tonight, and then I'll record us stabbing the LQ4 into the C10 and doing the transmission cross member, because I believe there's possibly some bolts that need to be drilled, some holes for bolts, and then we'll kind of go from there. So let's go ahead and get started. I'll try. I think what we're gonna do as well is probably lift this up on the tail, partially on the tail shaft of the transmission, just so we can lift it up a little more even. Again, we're gonna go through this motor eventually. I have brand new bearings for an LS2 that I was building for my old Corvette, but I sold the Vet, so I have all the bearings, rod bearings, main bearings, cam bearings. What else do I have? I have the APR or ARP, whatever it is, main stud kit already. So, and then ARP rod bolts for the cracked rods. So I have all that already just in storage, so most of this motor will be set to go, but you guys can see that, so I had to check to make sure the camera angle. It's the first time I've done the head wearing of the GoPro. I'm actually looking at a kind of a cheaper brand 4K camera, but it's comes with like a glasses frame. I think doing some of that would be really good for you guys for point of view stuff on these builds. So I've been looking at one of those. These GoPros are great. I mean, I love my GoPros, but they're a little bulky when it comes to wearing them. So they're fine on the tripods and, you know, on the suction cups for the windshields, that kind of stuff, but a little bulky to wear. So we're just gonna, just to be safe, I'm gonna pop this fuel rail back out, just so nothing gets damaged on the fuel rail, since they are plastic rails. Put the bolts back in the intake here. stuff going. We got a new windage tray. I kind of laid everything out a little bit the other day. A new dipstick for the pan, new pickup tube. I'll get this all done first. I just kind of set our parts out here. Yeah, unfortunately it rained. These were sitting outside. Some of the bags got some water in them, but it's all right. Dry it out. Okay. Got new pan bolts, silicone, block off plates. So this is looking pretty good, pretty good. Here's the pan itself. There you see. There you go. Got a little tray built into it, and it's a lot more of a lower profile. You see down there it's a good couple inches shorter, and then this here is also a lower profile, which goes over the cross member there. So that's what we want. Help clearance everything. This guy can go too, it looks like. This block heater. Okay. Not gonna end up using any of these for this little C10 project, so. Oh, well, if it wants to go. Wow. It's interesting. There it goes. Yeah. Means someone's been in there before. We can do this though without it coming flying off on us and making a mess. So that's the goal, at least. There we are. Okay, there it is. Oh. There she be. Oh boy. Make it a mess. Come on. Ah. Drain all that real quick, like. Jesus. What are people thinking? I'm supposed to use silicone with these gaskets. Okay. Oh, tell you what, people, don't do that. Don't use silicone with these reusable gaskets. And quite frankly, don't reuse these gaskets, just get a new one. Oh man, you are the bane to my existence. Here we go. All right, there we go. Look at that. Let's get silicone scraped off here. Again, we're gonna, before we ever get this running, we're gonna go back into it. So it doesn't have to be perfect by any means of the word. It's just going in so it's out of the way of the shop and we get things test fitted and we can take some measurements for the drive line, that type of stuff. So it's kind of like mocking it up. So I'm not super concerned with all of this residue. Alright, so apparently we had some technical difficulties with the camera. So anywho, here we are, we're back. Changed the battery, even though it was a new battery. So these don't need to go super tight. Again, like I said, this is all coming back off. Throw the oil drain plug back in, the new one. Boom. Very lightly. Don't want to over tighten those. Just enough to keep any residue oil at bay. And get this zipped on there. As a block off plate for the oil cooler, because we're not going to be running one. So there you guys have, the oil pan is done. That is one less thing for us to do. We got a new dipstick, but that'll go on same time with the exhaust here in a minute, because this has to be weaved, can't talk, weave through the exhaust manifold there. I don't even know what side. Yeah, so it's right here behind the starter there. So one, two, bumping you guys. Hopefully that didn't destroy our angle for you guys to see. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, hopefully it's not too far down or too far up. Hold on, let's get you back to right about there. Hopefully that's good. I don't know, hard to say. And I'm guessing these can only fit one way, but I'm assuming it's not that way. It doesn't say. That's kind of bothersome that no instructions came with them, but or they may have and they got ruined in the in the actual rain that we had. So these look like all the right bolts. Okay, so all right, we are almost done, you guys. We're gonna pop these coil wires off. All right. We're just gonna kind of zip these guys on temporarily, just so there's something there. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, good enough. Good enough. Go to this side, do the same thing. Let go. Alright. That's a good little tight spot. I don't want to take off the old spark wires if I don't have to. There we go. Winning is winning. Okay, there you guys go. We'll plug these back in just for shits and giggles. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we'll get the proper wires for headers. But for now, okay. All right, you guys. The only other thing is the transmission mount. This is the new mount for the new cross member. We can change that real quick. And our little adapters here, which So a fun fact about these headers is they are also turbo headers. That's why they are V-banded. But you can actually flip these manifolds to opposite sides and run a twin turbo setup with these manifolds. Who knows? Maybe in the future when we get a wild hair up our ass, we can do that. But for now, we're gonna have them run straight back like regular, ordinary exhaust, which looks, tilt our head, it looks pretty damn good. So we'll have to clearance this a little bit, but again, this isn't tight, so it's got clearance once it's lifted and tight, so that's no big deal there. Our dipstick, before I forget, and this sucker is gonna go in. Okay. This is supposedly the proper size dipstick now for a, oh, I already have my dipstick bolt out. But this is supposedly the proper size for doing a, so it's down in there now, for doing a shorter pan. So the dipstick's supposedly shorter, and it's made, it came with the pan, so it's made for the pan, yada yada yada. Supposedly that's where we're at, but you know, hard to say. See, like this right now, obviously I don't have the right spark plugs in. Right now we hit a couple things. We hit this old bracket here, which we can probably just take off because that's for stuff we're not going to actually use in this motor. So we can move that out of the way, chuck it on the ground. We can put this right here because it now moves to the front of the motor instead of, it used to go to this one, now it goes to this one. Good enough. Like I said, it's more for test fitting purposes. I don't have it all the way down. You could tap it down with a hammer, but we're just gonna finger tight that for now, and then get our new dipstick. And set this down through there into the oil pan. If it wants to go. It doesn't even want to go. So there's that to think about. So we'll have to look at, oh, wait. No, there it goes. All right. Oh, this one actually has some instructions. Upper preload plate must be, let's see what it says. Upper preload plate must be used. Of course it must be. Wouldn't have it any other way. Okay. Single style, double bolt. Okay, ours was a single style originally, but let's get this one out of the way and go from there. One, two. There you go. And all the way to the back here. All right. Okay, here we go. Okay, you guys, there you have it. We got the new oil pan on, we got the exhaust kind of mocked up. We got the transmission mount in place. We got the new engine mounts in place.